So Danny, a good afternoon here at the Stoop. What of that 80 from a coach's perspective?
Like it wasn't the performance of last week, if we're brutally honest. Fair play to Exeter, they were physical. They showed an edge and rattled us a little bit in the rugby we were trying to play today. But we found a way of getting it done, which was the important thing, getting a win at home, last game at home this season, and also obviously the send-off for Danny. So I'm glad we managed to do that with a win. But yeah, we kind of will look back at that game and we didn't quite execute to the level we did last weekend.
Yeah, because I was going to ask you about that first half, because there was only 2 points in it, I think, at the break. You had a 2-point margin, but should that have been more at that stage, given all the territory and possession you had in that opening 40?
Yeah, definitely. I mean, you think both halves we created enough line breaks and got enough entries inside their 22. We didn't capitalise. That's partly down to their gutsy defence and partly down to our poor execution at times. I also thought, look, at the basics that we did really well last week. We got out of our third really well. This week we fed them a couple of times and they took advantage of that field position that we gave them, really, and took their opportunity. So, look, pleased with the win. 2 wins on the bounce, which we needed after a tough run with our injuries and all the rest of it, and we still got a lot of boys missing. And we've blooded 12 on debut this season, so 12 young lads who've got the experience who'll come through and play for Harlequins in the future.
And Bristol, on the final weekend of the season, what do you want to see out of that 80, given, again, that the top 4 is out of reach now, we would imagine?
Yeah, it's about us going there and winning. There's no doubt about that. And we've won 2 on the bounce. Can we win 3 on the bounce? Bristol are a very good side. They put us to the sword earlier in the season. They play a fast brand of rugby. It could make for a hell of a game of rugby if we can get it right. And that's the momentum that we've created over the last couple of games. Improved performances. We need to improve again next week.
And finally, I know you and I spoke about it pre-match, but another word on Danny and the legacy that he leaves here at Quins.
Yeah, as I said, phenomenal player. The legacy is based on him as a player and him as a man, as a person. He's very, very popular here, and like I said, everybody's learned from him, and he brings a smile to the changing room as well, and a bit of fun on the balance of being an outstanding rugby player with what has been an unbelievable career. And like I said before, hopefully he stays involved in the game.